Hey, Mean Matt here. And as I said yesterday, because I did a Raw review for the first time in a while, I will do a Smackdown review. The Smackdown after WrestleMania. And it's kind of cool because, Raw you had the return of Finn Balor, you had the debut of the Revival, you had the return, and of course the new general manager of Kurt Angle. So it's pretty cool to see what would have happened in other Raw things. Like, who else was going to be there on SmackDown? So, so as SmackDown happened, you had Kurt Hawkins come out in one of the segments there. He came out to the ring and he said that he was tired of being disrespected, and so he said he would want to wrestle anyone in the locker room. It didn't matter who, and he said he would give them to the count of 10. So that's obviously a big clue, or yeah, a big segue into the new member of SmackDown, Ty Dillinger, and the interesting way that it happened. It's just one of those things where every year it's always a big surprise, and I think Ty Dillinger can very well be good for a potential Intercontinental Championship match. What's interesting to me, though, is that there's going to be another draft split next week. And it's kind of interesting to me just because now that you have two major titles again, what does that mean for, what does that mean? You can't obviously have a red title like the Universal Championship on SmackDown because SmackDown's a blue brand. You probably can get away with having the United States Championship back on SmackDown and the Intercontinental Championship back on Raw, but who knows? I think that they should keep everything. I think they should keep the titles the way they are. Keep the champions the way they are right now. I think that it would be interesting to see, though, who will be on SmackDown and who will be on Raw. Yesterday was really cool, though, because also you had another mocking of John Cena and Nikki Bella, and for some reason, this guy comes out and he's not even Japanese, he's a black guy. Well, it doesn't matter. I probably just gave that away, but he started playing the violin, and eventually it went to the debut on SmackDown of Shinsuke Nakamura. And I look at what the potential is. Well, here's a guy that was on NXT, and then we go back to New Japan. A guy's a veteran there. And I think, okay, so now the guy's in the big leagues. What are they going to do with him? Like, what the hell are these people going to do with him? Because in the past, they haven't really treated Japanese wrestlers with very much respect. You have Mr. Fuji, who was actually born in the States, in Hawaii. They put him with a Japanese accent because he's of Japanese descent. You have him do all these racist things. Then you have Kenzo Suzuki, who is actually Japanese, and you put him in an American gimmick. So I would hope that the WWE has grown up since then, because Shinsuke Nakamura should not just be another stereotype, which I don't think they'll do. I hope that they do something worthwhile with him. I mean, last night, it was cool how he came in and stuff like that, but he didn't talk. So he made his debut, came out to the ring, he did the yowl thing, he did what he normally does, and then he just stood there. And the audience cheered Nakamura and all that kind of stuff. Okay, cool. You know, there's still no mention of The Undertaker. Which really surprises me because, again, you had Ric Flair do his retirement speech right after WrestleMania 24. You had Shawn Michaels do his retirement speech right after WrestleMania 26. So why the hell can you not have The Undertaker or Mark Calloway, I guess, come out to the ring and say something right after Sunday? Or even yesterday, which was Tuesday. Doesn't make any fucking sense. But, whatever, So you had a rematch with Alexa Bliss and Naomi, and Naomi came out on top, retaining the title. It was pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff happened on Monday or on Smackdown. What I thought was really cool was having Shane McMahon come down and talk for a bit, and then have AJ Styles, and in the surprising terms of events, he reached out his hand and paid respect to Shane McMahon after their match at WrestleMania. I thought that was pretty neat. You don't see a heel pretty much pay respect to the other guy, the face. But I think that since AJ's been in Japan, and that's what they do usually, it was a very much respectful, thing that happened. Of course, you get the fake AJ might do a move, but then doesn't, much like, sort of like Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, and their reconciliation. But again, this was a pretty good segment there. Not really too much else happened. Well, I did have a tag team match. The returning Eric Rowan and Bray Wyatt took on Randy Orton and Luke Harper. That was a really cool match, especially all four members minus Braun Strowman as the Wyatt family tag team match. I really think this is going to be cool because there's going to be a match, apparently according to Bray Wyatt, a haunted type match, if you will, a payback. I'm fucking looking forward to seeing that because that would be very interesting to me. And like I've said, I was a huge fan of Bray Wyatt. But yeah, it's interesting to me. I don't know if it's a SmackDown pay-per-view or not, but I find it odd that it happens a few weeks in the same month of April as WrestleMania. So that to me is a little bit weird, but there you go. One last thing mentioning the Lone Wolf, or as Dean Ambrose would say, Wolf. The Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin, in a rematch with Dean Ambrose, and it was a street fight. Now, I fucking love street fights. And this match didn't disappoint. Of course, this was retaliation for, Dean Ambrose going over, Baron Corbin. And it wasn't for the Intercontinental Championship, but it was still pretty cool to see. But no, this was a good show. This was a good after WrestleMania show, just like Raw, there was a lot more talents. It was awesome, and there it is. Can't wait for next week. Can't wait to see what they do with Shinsuke Nakamura, you know. And the Hardy Boys. I missed them on Monday. I can't wait to see them next week. So that's about it. Yeah. WrestleMania is over and the book's done. And it's sad because, it just happens quickly. I look forward to it, now it's gone. Anyways. Yeah. I don't, like I said, I don't know if I don't believe I'll be doing regular reviews of Raw and Smackdown anymore. Or even of Impact or Ring of Honor. But there you go. Anyways, talk to you later. Yeah. Bye.